Hey guys, welcome back. So today we are working on the 3500. Reason being is, let's turn you here. This is the state of my shifter. So I can't really do anything with this because trying to shift the car into gear is like trying to hold all these pieces together right now. So it broke, I drove it home, and it's been parked. Finally, I got the new part, and this is what it's supposed to look like. So we're gonna go ahead and install it. It shouldn't be too hard, I hope. I am gonna go finish watching Mopar Ellie's video because she has a video on this, and then I'll circle back with you guys and we will do it. Okay, starting off strong, we just gotta take this plastic off so that we can access all of this here. This is gonna be so fun. I'm having a great time. One down. We're gonna go do the other side and I'll be right back. Okay, bolt number 2. Now I think this should just kind of come off, so yay. This car is from the desert. It is so incredibly dusty, it's unreal. How to get the bottom one off? The bottom one looks like it's gonna be more tricky. Nope, not that. Okay, I just got the lower one out. There's a third Torx, which my little bit set up that I have like this, not gonna work. Okay, I had to get my super thin Craftsman screwdriver, Torx screwdriver. Luckily, it was in the right size. This is the only one I have, and it happened to be the right size. Thank goodness. Otherwise, I would have had to go to the store and buy one. So, just a note. Also, maybe I invest in more of these. I have a German car. Okay. Let's get this off. And yes, once again, from the desert, super freaking dusty. I'm very grateful that it's this part that failed. Actually, here's the chunk of it that has broken. So yeah, yay. I'm grateful it was this because I thought it was like the cabling to connect the shifter to the transmission, and I don't know if that's a thing on trucks. I would assume it is because I don't know how this setup works. I would assume it was a cable similar to a front wheel drive setup because of how far this has to go from the transmission. So I just thought, oh my god, the shift cables are bad, and I really don't want to replace shift cables. I don't want to do a lot of work on this truck, I'll be honest. I think I'm gonna send it to somebody, but the few things it needs right now are definitely things I'm capable of. So okay, there's only a few bolts that hold this on. There's one up here, there's one right here, and then there's one in the back here. This is gonna be the most difficult one to get, so hopefully we can do that. Try this again. This is nice and crusty because this truck is, what, 14 years old with almost 300,000 miles on the chassis. So, you know, some things have been here for a very long life. Again, these are super crusty because they've lived in the desert. Grateful they're not rusty, but they are very crusty. Okay, now the last one is there. Okay, you can't even see that, but it's back in the column. Honestly, if you have the replacement part, the best thing you can do is, first of all, have it the right way, like this, and it's gonna be this back here. So it's a little deep in there, but we got this. We got this. The thing I'm most nervous for is getting the shift cable off. I really don't want to break that. And once again, 15-year-old truck with crusty 300,000 mile parts. She gonna be a little brittle. So, fingers crossed, I can get this out. All 3 bolts are out. And now it's the part that I'm nervous about, which is pulling off the shifter cable, which I'm gonna try and do. Oh! Easy. Don't even stress. Okay. Now, we just gotta get this little clip out. And then this. Okay, I dropped it, but it's out. There's our broken one. And now we'll put in the new one. Okay, let's try and get the new one in. I'm gonna have to get the right size wrench for this, but let's hope all fits. Let's make sure first this plug fits. Okay, starting off strong. I got that plug already plugged in. Now we're gonna slide this in here and get it roughly into place like this. And then we'll get this first bolt lined up. Okay. First bolt is lined up, so making good progress. Okay, so it's bolted down. The 2 things left are getting the shifter cable connected and getting the shifter back in. I'm hoping mine's gonna be okay because it has a lot of damage from however long this has been going on. I bought the truck with it doing weird stuff like this, so clearly a while. Hopefully it's gonna be fine. I think it will be. There's a bunch of like metal shavings down in here from clearly it wanting to like fail. So okay, so it needs to go in like this. Great, we're in. Now we just need to tighten it down, which I didn't realize I didn't need to take all that out just to get the wire in, but oh well. And then hopefully I can move this and get the shifter cable in easily. I thought this is an inside the car job, my hands can't get dirty, which they're not that dirty, but they are still a little dirty, of course. So we're almost there, making progress. I was very worried. I don't seem to have a 7mm wrench. I only have an 8 and a 6. And I was like, if this ends up being a 7, no words, just irritation. Just irritation. Just wrench throwing irritation. If you work on cars, I feel like you know exactly what I'm saying when I'm saying wrench throwing irritation. Yeah, that's currently my NC right now, is wrench throwing irritation, but I'm not going to talk about it in this video. We'll talk about it in an NC video, but I did cry. Okay. I really hope this is solid. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I just got the shifter into park, so now since the truck is in park, the cable should be able to go on pretty easily. Hang on, let's try and get you to see this. Ah, sorry, my bad. I'm trying to set up a camera in between the steering wheel. There we go. Yay, look at us go. Okay. Boom! Cable's on. Okay, let's do a couple quick tests with the car running to make sure that it knows it's in gear and everything's working before I put it all together. is this so hard to put back together? There we go. My arms aren't really that strong, so that's why. Maybe I should have put this on first. Well, here we are. There we go. This goes in here. There we go. Okay, there's part 1 on. Let's see, part 2. It's gonna go like this. It does have little clips to put it together, but it seems like it mainly holds together with the forks. Okay, a little test. And now it's shifting nice and smooth again. Because before, it had so much play when you would put it into gear. I mean, it was as if it wasn't in a gear. So, this is a lot tighter, a lot better. Alright, truck is fixed. We have a shifter again, and it is way tighter and happier than it was when I bought it. So, yay. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out, and I will catch you guys in the next one.